Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, at the NFA Fall Meeting, and I'm with Carole Cross, the President and CEO of Mobile Marketing. Carole, how you doing?
Great.
We're going to talk about this news this week that you've been acquired by Cyncly. We'll get to that in just a minute. A little background on you. You've been doing this website development, whole digital services provider, all the way back to Armstrong days, right?
That's exactly right. It's actually where I met most of the NFA. They were my very first customers, and left Armstrong and started my own company, Mobile Marketing, back in 2013.
Talk about how this acquisition with Cyncly, how did that come about?
If you look at my whole career, it's really been focused on how to simplify the customer shopping journey for flooring, whether that's a consumer looking to buy something for their home or a commercial group looking to, put a product in their new hotel. I've always focused on how to innovate with solutions and services that streamline and make that process easier. So when Cyncly reached out to me, really understanding, where they were headed and what they wanted to do in the space, we had a lot of alignment to what I believe that I'd like to do, and it was a good match, right? So I was really able to connect up with them and then look at how we create a whole another level of innovation moving forward.
All right, so let's talk about the components of a digital solution for, say, a retailer like an NFA member. You've got the website development, you've got the enterprise planning, the RFMS component of it, and Cyncly's also recently acquired Pacific Solutions, which is more on the commercial side. Then you've got some kind of visualization tool, right, which Roomvo is providing for you guys.
Yeah, if you start at the beginning, we also do all our digital marketing, right? So how do we find customers online, again, whether they're consumers or commercial? How do we get them into a web experience? And then how do we connect that to the retail experience? And that's the business operations side. Information that are in those systems, how do you share that back and forth and across the whole pipeline? But I think it's really important to note that even though we're part of the Cyncly family, we're still supporting integrations and choice to what's important and what our customers want to do. So while we're part of the same Cyncly family, we still have our partnerships with Q-Floors and other integrations where we have them. We have a lot of customers in the NFA that overlap with RFMS as well. So our ability to continue to innovate there to bring, better solutions to the market for them, to keep them the leaders in this space, that's also part of the opportunity here. On the visualization side, we're committed and have been and will continue to stay integrated and support Roomvo visualization on all our products that we've done. We've built really strong relationships over the past several years with those partners, and we're going to continue those.
Well, hats off to Cyncly for bundling and integrating these components.
Yeah, the more integration that we have through these different systems, the better overall experience that we can help our customers deliver to their customers. If you think about it from a website services side, we're seeing more about what's important to promote online might be tied to in-stock products. You want to show pricing online. These systems, historically have never been connected where access to that information has been made available. And now you can see the value of when you connect those, whether those are new, apps, new features, not just website services, but there's a whole host of software and services that our customers are asking for that's even beyond just a new feature on a website. Access to a lot of this through our partnerships and now through Cyncly's other owned companies, including RFMS and Pacific Solutions, that gives us a great network to really be able to deliver a whole nother level of solutions.
I've interviewed the folks at RFMS, and we talked about what Cyncly brings to the table, and they've got a massive investment in programmers and techs that can take your strategy and build it out faster, right?
Yeah, and I think for us, it's really how do we build more infrastructure to connect across the data sets, right? I think that's a big value. And being a smaller company that's been rapidly growing over the last several years, I have an idea and a vision of really where I want to take this industry from a software and solutions. And now having a partner like Cyncly behind me that's going to enable us to go do that, I think is fantastic.
You mentioned you're a service provider to the NFA. There's 40 members here. Roughly how many NFA members are using your services?
Yeah, we have about 65 to 70% of the NFA today are our customers. We've worked really, really hard in developing services and solutions to get to that spot. and we intend to keep them leaders moving forward. And that was also a consideration in this as to how do we continue to deliver more value to that group.
It's interesting because, there was Creating Your Space, and they used to have that kind of market share here, and now you've taken it. And I remember seeing you at the Shaw Aligned Dealer meeting. You're building market share with them as well, right?
Yeah, we've really focused on listening to our customers and what they need and want, and not one solution fits all. So really listening to them, understanding what their challenges are every day has led to all the innovations that we've done in the space, whether that's through our partnerships with manufacturers like Shaw, or whether it's through our retailer partners like groups and like the NFA. Yeah, that's continued to lead to the things that we go do are solving problems and challenges that they have every day, and we continue to do that.
In this era right now where there's a lot of consolidation going on, generally when you hear somebody sold their business, that means there's a check in the bank and they're getting ready to retire. But that's not what this means for you at all, right?
No, not at all. I'm not going anywhere. I still got a lot of runway and a lot of years left, and I plan to do that. I think if anything, this helps me execute on the vision and the plan that I have for the next 5 years. And so I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying with the business. All my team and structure, people, they're all staying. They're excited about the opportunity to kind of be part of the Cyncly group. They're excited about it.
Now, you've got your team here, as you mentioned, and during the board meeting, they had a Q&A session with you, a kind of breakout, and they asked you a lot of questions, and you were there to answer them all. Tell us a little takeaway from that.
Yeah, it was an ability to kind of meet with the group as a whole and get a lot of feedback, both at a tactical level, things that they'd like to do for the future, which was great, things that we can improve upon, and just really listening. Again, that kind of goes back to our entire success was built on word-of-mouth marketing from 2013 to where we are today, and that's all come from really listening to our customers' needs and then coming back with services and solutions that deliver on that. We want our customers to continue to be differentiated in the marketplace. We don't think everybody should be the exact same, and they all need and have different services and solutions that they may need. Part of the Cyncly group now, we have a lot of different offerings that they can take advantage of.
It's no secret that the residential replacement model is soft right now. And this is a perfect time for retailers to take a look at what they're doing digitally and enhance it, right?
Yeah, this is not the time to back off advertising and investing more in services online. It's harder. You have to work harder at it. The last few years it's been great. We worked hard at it, but now you got to work twice as hard. You have to really look at what competitors are doing, really look at your services and solutions online, and continue to invest. In addition, if you want to take share, now is also the time to do that.
This morning I was having breakfast with an NFA member, and he looked at his phone and he was smiling, and I said, "What are you smiling at?" And he says, "Well, I'm looking at my RFMS screen, and I just saw what yesterday's sales were." So he's at a meeting, and RFMS is enabling him to see what his people were doing yesterday. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the access to information and systems, whether they're through apps, quick access, automation, all of these things are part of that future, right? And staying on top of and innovating and delivering solutions like that is exactly what the Cyncly Group strategy is, and I would expect to see a lot more.
All right, Carole, it's great to spend time with you. Congratulations on this acquisition, which enables you to do more for your customers. Again, been talking to Carole Cross, the President and CEO of Mobile Marketing, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.